So Kevin Holmes says, in a more complex technical niche, how can I curb overanalysis and create adequate, good quality product pages without overcomplicating things and wasting time? In a more technical slash complex niche, how can I curb overanalysis? I'm trying to think about where you would be overanalyzing, regardless of it if the niche is more technical and complex. I would say if you can come in and shed some more light on the situation, like it would be easier for us to answer. My thoughts, Joe, when he says overanalysis, I feel like he has a bunch of products and they have like a bunch of complicated variants and he's not sure how to make the product pages or what exactly he should do. Is that what you think?
Well, you need to analyze how you're going to do each product page if it is complicated, because that might take some thinking. Like, for example, we used to sell like these art prints. Like we had a website that had like 5,000, a brand that had like 5,000 different art prints, and they weren't super high ticket. They were like $200-300 each. But those product pages didn't need a lot of analyzing because there was really nothing to the products. But if you have products that are more complicated, yeah, you need to sit down and figure out how to communicate that. And if you have a lot of products, like Mike was guessing, you could just kind of do it one product at a time. There's really no other way to do it. Obviously, you would want to start with your best margin stuff as a starting point. You're not going to spend a lot of time doing this for something you can make $20 on.
My suspicion is he probably has, like, when a supplier gives you a product sheet, sometimes it'll be the same sort of product, but it'll be a bunch of different versions. Like if it's complex, like one will have this with it, one will have that with it. So I guess I feel like he's trying to ask, how do you display that on your website properly? Like with the art prints, yeah, it's just one thing. It is what it is. You just throw it up. But I feel like this is what we were just kind of talking about, right? Like if you have like a kitchen island and the supplier sends you the kitchen island sheet and it's like there's say X amount of sizes, there's X amount of countertop finishes, you have the cabinet fixtures, you have all these different things. Not that the kitchen island is a very complex product, but yeah, the question is how do you present that to the customer in an optimal way on your product page? And I would say, like on Shopify, how many variants can you add? I forget what it is, like three, maybe four,
Well,
like
yeah.
size, material.
Yeah, I don't know, but it just comes down to putting yourself in the customer's shoes. Like if someone lands on this page, what do they need to know to make the purchase?
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about that, you should be fine.
Something we like to use is bold product options because you're able to take a bunch of variants and take products that are particularly complex and do things like add a checkbox or just create variants in a more sophisticated way so that you can display a lot of options and a lot of complexity, but make it look simple.